Alright, we have done now the customer list and the vendor list. They're imported in. So the next list that we got is going to be the chart of accounts, which is awesome. If you've never seen the chart of accounts before, it's got a list of all your accounts in QuickBooks, and this allows us to actually have everything up to date. So what we're going to do first, okay, since I'm in the test drive, I need to do some changes, so I'm going to show you how to change these. Okay, so we have to go to gear, go chart of accounts, and if you do need to edit ever account, this is how we get to do that. So let's click CR chart of accounts, and we need to find supplies. Supplies. Let's see, we can search real quick, and it's this one. We need to edit this one. So we're going to hit the drop down, hit edit, and I'm going to have to call it supplies expense. The reason why we're doing this is because the import for chart of accounts actually has supplies as an asset, and you cannot have this basically an account with the same name as two different items. It messes with the system a little bit. So we're just going to call the expense supplies expense and save and close. Okay, so now we can officially import it into the test drive. Now for your beach barkers, it's okay. You can just go to chart of accounts and basically turn it in. So same things we've done before. We're going to go to import data. We're going to find chart of accounts now. Click browse and then find your chart of accounts. Next, again, we don't have an account number. That is absolutely fine. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and click next. And then again, it shows everything. And we could actually change these if we needed to. Like supplies. Again, it's an other current asset. That's correct. So everything seems right now correct as we go. So we're going to hit import, and it's going to do the same thing as it did with the vendor, because the test drive already has a checking one. It will not do checking. Okay, so we just go ahead and close it out and hit yes. And again, I have 23 of 24. You should have 24 of 24. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do some editing. Yay, more editing. So for this, we're going to go back to chart of accounts. So click the gear, chart of accounts, or you can go to the accounting chart of accounts. Either way is perfectly fine. And they want us to go ahead and go to cleaning supplies. So we're going to go edit. Okay, so here is our cleaning supplies, and they want to change the name. Really? I think they want to change the name. I think they just have that highlighted. Yeah, name's still good. We want to click the sub box. That's what we want to do. And we want to drop it down and make sure to put it under supplies. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just do it quick. Just type it in. Oh yeah. So somehow my asset account did not get into this one. And that's what they were warning about. Okay, so somehow there was supposed to be a supplies account and it did not actually import. Yay for changes. Okay, so we're going to have to actually put this in. Okay, delete. So we do know it's a sub account. It's supposed to be for supplies. So every now and then we actually have it where it doesn't always show all the accounts in test drive. Okay, so that's what happened. Book actually had that. Alright, so don't have to create one. Supplies is there, but it's not showing it. So we're going to do prepaid expense. You are going to be doing supplies. Okay, so we just want to show you how to put a sub account. That's all it wants you to do. That's not always smart there. Anyway, so it wants us to go ahead and put the balance in. So we have the prepaid and expenses. Okay, so for this one, it's a little bit different from what's in your book. So we're going to click beginning of this year. Again, 12/31/2020, and we're going to put the amount. It wants us to put the balance in. So $750. Okay. And then click save and close. So this will actually tell us that there's $750 in our cleaning supplies, which should be let me see if I can find it. There it is. So for y'all's, it'll be under supplies, and surprisingly, it's not letting me do that, and that was an error in the test drive. But for y'all, it should actually show up under supplies. Wonder why it's doing that. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to also change another one. We're going to deal with kennel supplies. So let's find kennel supplies right there. Hit edit. Again, we're going to make it a sub account. And we're going to do it for prepaid expenses. And right now it actually lets me do supplies. That's so odd. We're going to go ahead and let it go to supplies so you can see how it goes. It wants us to have a beginning balance 2895. Let's see, we want 1215. So January 15th, and there we go. Okay, and then hit save and close. So let's go ahead and see if we can fix that cleaning. So cleaning supplies, hit edit, see if it now gives us, now it gives us the save supplies. Okay, there we go. So this is how it should look for supplies. You should have cleaning supplies and kennel supplies under supplies. Now, we need to correct an asset account open balance error. Now, we always correct, we never delete. Don't delete. Okay? Don't delete your chart of accounts because it may actually really do mess up everything in QuickBooks very quickly. Always have customers do that. We always say don't delete anything, just one, either make it inactive, or two, void it out. So we're going to go fix an account. So we're going to go look at kennel supplies, looks like, and we're going to go view register. Okay, so kennel supplies, view register. Okay. So this is the thing, and we want to click, so you click on this. Let me remove this. So you want to click on the actual transaction, and we're going to hit edit. Okay, so it's going to pop up supplies, kennel supplies, and we're going to actually change the date to December 31st of 2020. Okay, and then click save and close. It says save and new. If you hit the drop down arrow, you can go save and close, and then click yes, and thus it will change the number now to the right date. So we can close out and then hit back to chart of accounts. Okay, next we're going to add a fixed asset. Yay, doing so much with this one. So, cool thing about adding fixed assets, not that hard. So we're going to hit new, and we're basically going to tell the account type that's going to be a fixed asset. Detail type is going to be machinery and equipment, and the name will pop up, but we don't want that name. We're going to get rid of it, and we're going to call this kennel equipment. Okay, so kennel equipment, and then we're going to click the box that says track depreciation of this asset. Again, this creates all of our depreciation accounts, and we don't have to make more than one account. It automatically does it. So we're going to enter the original cost of 2,300, so 20,300, and as of 12/31/2020. Remember, your dates are a little bit different than the book. Okay? Anytime it mentions the 18th, that's basically last year. Okay? So it's 2020 since we're in 2021. Okay? Alright. So depreciation, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put in 2030 and as of 12/31/2020. Okay. Then we're going to click save and new because they're going to have probably another asset that we're going to do. So we're going to repeat the steps for equipment, just regular equipment. So all we need to do is change the name. We're going to have equipment in itself. Again, track depreciation. Its original cost was $18,000. And they're going to say as of 01/15/2021, current year. And then depreciation of 1,000 as of that date. Again, in your textbook, if you have the 2019 version, anytime you have a date that's going to say 2019, you need to put it as 2021. And if it has 2018, you put it as 2020. Be careful of that. Alright. So we're going to hit now save and close. And now we're going to correct a fixed asset opening balance error. So guess which one we're going to fix? Again, equipment. So view register. There we go. Oh. So back to chart of accounts. Okay, so no, that is correct. That is the right one. So view register. Alright, so surprisingly, they do not have it. Okay, so this is where we have a change. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on original cost. Yeah, so equipment original cost. Here is our transaction. So we're going to click on this and we're going to go to edit. Okay, so we are taken to the journal entry for it. And again, we're going to do some changes. So apparently the equipment was only supposed to be for 8,000. So we're going to have to change that, and we got to make it to December 31st of 2020. So in order to change, all you need to do is click on your debits and credits and change the number to good old-fashioned 8,000. Not too bad. And then hit save and close. Okay. Back to chart. There is change, and now we gotta do it for the accumulated depreciation. Oop. Then need to hit edit, view registry, click this, the actual transaction, hit edit, and we need to fix it and put for December as well. There we go. And the amount needs to be changed to 800. So we change the credit and we change the debit. And of course, we hit save and close. And close out that entry. Okay, next, we're going to correct the liability opening balance error. Because why not? Alright, so we're going to end up finding loan payable. So back to our chart of accounts, find our liabilities, and there's loan payable. So I'm going to do the same thing, view registry, click edit, and then we're going to change the date to December 31st, and then we're going to put the amounts of 3,000. Again, double journal entry, you always got to make sure it is balanced. So 3,000 it is. This is all liability. Again, not much difference between the others. We just want to hit save and close. Click yes. And that's it. Liability registry just like the others. So, view edited account registers. Okay. So, after all these edits are made, we're going to view the changes to the chart of accounts. So, basically all it has us to do is really look at our stuff and make sure all of it changed. Not much to it. So again, that's really going back and double checking. So here we can see that loan payable is 3,000. So forth on equipment. There's our changes. Supplies, same thing. It's all it really asks for. So it's just a double checking. Not much. Next is to delete an account. Again, mostly don't want to delete, but if we have to, we're going to go find penalties and statements. So this is an other current, no, this is other expense. So all the way in expense land. Okay, penalties and settlements, there it is. And we're going to actually go click down on the arrow and we're going to hit make inactive. It does not have actually delete anymore. So we're going to click make inactive and click yes. And then it's basically going no longer show it. So if I go all the way down, notice that's no longer there. But if I want to ever bring it back, I can always click the gear and go include inactive. Come back down here and notice that it's now there. And we can make it active again if we need to. Or basically just leave it alone. That's basically it. So that's everything with the chart of accounts as of now. So we're going to conclude this, and this leads us to your actual due part of good old QuickBooks. Okay, so I will see y'all next time. We're probably going to import another list, maybe.